Congratulations to this week's Leader Lotto winners. Great job, leaders. Congratulations to this week's attendance leaders. Mrs. Curran's class.
Today for lunch is chicken patty. Tomorrow for breakfast is yogurt. The weather for today is a high of 45 and a low of 33 degrees. There is a 0% chance of rain.
From Mrs. Bridges' class, Ziggy Lambermont, Habit 1, Be Proactive. Ziggy is learning so much this year and is able to prepare her brain to learn difficult things. From Mrs. Shannon's room is Desi Wake, Habit 1, Be Proactive. Desi is new to our class but fits right in. She is a great friend and a hard worker. She has learned our routines and rules and is doing a great job in TK. From Mrs. Hanson's class is Micah Breedlove, Habit 1 and Habit 6. Micah has been working hard in kindergarten. He stays focused on classroom tasks and always gets his work finished. He was always willing to work with staff and other students to become better at his skill while helping others succeed. Well done, Micah. From Mrs. Wade's class is Jade Girdler, Habit 2, Begin with the End in Mind. Jade works hard on her schoolwork. She listens and participates during learning time. She tries her best and does meaningful work. From Mrs. Tidwell's class is Izzy Cotton, Habit 6, Synergize. Izzy is a great partner to have. She is always willing to work with all of her classmates and helps them any way she can. Her friends are so lucky to have her. From Mrs. Conley's class is Carter Scott, Habit 1, Be Proactive. Carter is a great citizen in class. He takes ownership of his attitude and always works hard. He knows if a mistake is made, he has the power to correct it and have a good attitude. From Mrs. Early's class is Marshall Harper, Habit 3, Put First Things First. Marshall has been working very hard in class. He prioritizes his work and focuses on the most important task first. Keep up the great work, Marshall. From Mrs. Holt's class is Knox Paxton, Habit 6, Synergize. Knox always has a positive attitude and offers to help someone if they are struggling. I appreciate his help in the classroom every time he volunteers. From Mrs. Flynn's class is Mackenzie Noonan, Habit 5, Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Mackenzie makes effort to listen to her peers and tries to understand where they are coming from before reacting. She is always putting her classmates and their feelings before hers. She goes out of her way to make people feel valued and appreciated in our room. From Miss Black's class is Autumn Worth, Habit 6, Synergize. Autumn is always one of the first students in the room to volunteer to work with a friend and or assist somebody else. I admire her positive attitude and leadership mindset, along with her willingness to work with others. From Mrs. Gwynn's class is Axel Ireland, Habit 6, Synergize. Axel has a positive attitude in class. He is always willing to work with others and volunteer in the classroom. From Miss Medlin's class is Raylan Schmeltz, Habit 1 and Habit 3. Raylan has been working so incredibly hard in class to stay caught up. His grades are improving from his better studying habits. I am proud of him and what he has put in this 9 weeks. From Mrs. Bowles' class is Brinley McCoy, Habit 1, Be Proactive. Brinley is a model student in the classroom. She is always a good listener and follows direction. She puts 110% into everything she does, whether it is in the classroom or on the playground. She's an excellent example of what a student leader should be. From Mrs. Mathis' class is Carter Chapman, Habits 1 through 7. Carter is a student that really knows how to use all of the habits. He is always working hard in classroom by putting first things first and enjoying his sports at recess. He thinks about others and tries to find ways to include them as well. Carter also loves to take on challenges and does not give up. From Mrs. Curran's class is Brooks Borson, Habit 3, Put First Things First. Brooke is starting to understand that when he gets to work hard and completes his work, He gets to play afterwards. From Miss Serber's class, Raiden Worth, Habit 1, Be Proactive. Raiden has been taking the initiative to help his peers pick up toys. If Miss Black wasn't a teacher, what would she be? A, a figure skater, B, a doctor, or C, a personal shopper?
A figure skater at Disney on Ice.
Mrs. Flynn wasn't a teacher, what would she be? A, a chef, B, a baker, or C, a vet?
A baker. The sign of the day is eggs. Eggs.
National Breakfast Week. Reminder, if you find Waldo in your breakfast bag, you win a prize. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have a great day out there. Together, respect, your success.